Greetings everybody. Today's video is about the matrix glitches that are happening in Africa. Now, you are not a matrix area, but these glitches here also affect you. Okay, so that's why I'm covering them. Some people call it Mandela effect, some people call it matrix, but I'm not going to call it Mandela effects because in Africa, nobody think Mandela died before and then resurrected like here in the States and other places. Okay, so I'll call it matrix glitches. So you will actually relate to this because it's things that you also see. You probably don't ignore them, don't really pay attention to them, but it's things that are happening around you in Africa, which is not a matrix area. Okay, so that's why I'm doing this, so you can actually see this matrix is affecting everywhere. Okay, it's happening even if you're not a matrix. It does happen in your area. So I'm showing you my top 12 of many, but I just selected 12 for the sake of this video. I don't want it to be too long. Okay, so the first one is reality claim one is this cereal has always been spelled with a C versus always spelled with a K. So now you tell me which one is it, because I know this cereal was always spelled with a C, and that's a cereal y'all use in Africa. So all of a sudden it's spelled with a K. Now you can actually see this. Open your cabinet and you'll see this cereal spelled with a K all of a sudden, no longer a C. You are not in the matrix environment, but this stuff is changed all the way over there. Why? Because it's made in the matrix and given to y'all over there. Okay, so there's a whole of, in my other video I was saying there's a lot of exports, things, products that are manufactured here or manufactured somewhere and processed over here, but in the matrix, stuff that happen in the matrix are distributed everywhere in the world, and they look just like the original stuff. Okay, so this is one of the examples. All right, so look in your cabinet and you'll tell me how does that look. Snap, crackle, pop. You remember the olden days commercial? This was a Rice Krispies commercial, which was spelled with a C. Okay, all right, move on. Number 2, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? It was never a line that was said. That's what this claim says. Now you already know, no, that's not right. Yes. Over there, it says, no, this line has always said magic mirror on the wall. Well, who's the fairest one of all? I mean, really? Now, a lot of people believe that magic mirror thing. And, you know, if you watch this video, the video of the movie about this lady who's saying this thing here in this fairy tale, it says magic mirror everywhere. Like, she never said mirror, mirror on the wall. Now, you in Africa, you already know what that said before. And if you open this video or this movie, if you have this video in your home, play it and you'll see right there, that woman doesn't say mirror on the wall. She says magic mirror. I mean, even there's an artist there in South Africa. I think she was popular all over Africa. Her name was Brenda Fassie. She had a song that she was singing, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all. And that song, she took it from the line from that video. But all of a sudden, if she was alive, she was going to be surprised that no, well, it's no longer there. There was nobody who ever said that line in the movie or the fairy tale. Okay, let's go on to number 3, Fruit Loops. I know this cereal is over in Africa as well. Now, how do you remember it? It never had double O's in there instead of fruit. Or what was going on in that name? Okay, you'll just look in your cabinet. I'm giving you an assignment to look in your cabinet so you can see this matrix is everywhere. So if it happens here, it happens in Germany, everywhere else in the matrix, guess what? Y'all using the stuff that's not natural. That's not African produced. That's not natural. So you're using matrix stuff. And that's what's going on. All this matrix stuff you can see in your cabinet. Fruit Loops, there you go. Now, here's another, the cartoons, claim number 4. The cartoons you grew up listening every morning. They used to play at 7 when you were little kindergarten kids. These tunes, actually, they still play even now. These Looney Tunes, they used to be tunes or tunes. You see, just think about it. Think about it. They changed, completely changed. Whoever is transferring this information in the matrix is making a mess up. Okay? But anyway, here. Another one. Now, you probably seen this in the news, and even though it happened in the States, I know it was all over, an assassination of the U.S. President Kennedy. So now, he was driving in a 4-wheel. I mean, I remember even they were accusing the driver. They said, no, the driver was also a bodyguard. They saw him. He was left-handed, so they saw him swerving, trying to shoot with his left hand. And how would he shoot past the back seat the seat right behind him if it's a six-seater. So how would he go past the seat behind him and shoot all the way a president sitting in the last seat if it was a six-seater? But now the history today say that car was a six-seater. It was never a four-seater. But anyway, you can see for yourself, and you can look in your history, and you'll see it says six-seater, nothing talking about four-seater anymore. Okay, now you look outside. That's number 6 now. Look outside the Volvo. People driving a Volvo. How is that emblem? That emblem, it says the new reality. Now the matrix change, it says no, it always had an arrow there or what blah. I know that used to be round. So you tell me you not in the matrix in Africa. How you remember this matrix symbol, this symbol of the Volvo? Was it always round or it always had that arrow over there? Because the matrix right now had got an arrow over there on it. Okay, now here's another worse one. I know everybody grew up listening to Michael Jackson. Now, that Jackson 5, was it 6 brothers or 5 brothers? I mean, that's an obvious one. I don't know how this one got messed up. Maybe this Matrix person is racist as well. How does he miss that it's 5 brothers? It's a Jackson 5 brothers. All of a sudden, it's 6 of them. It's not at some point it was 6 of them. That's what he implies, because when some of the videos they're showing, them taking awards, it's 6 of them. I'm like, who? I mean, if you say no, maybe there were 6 brothers and then one of them kept popping in and out, but the group actually was made up of 5 artists. No, he did not have even 6 brothers. There was only 5 brothers and 3 sisters. This whole family, right? So there was never. I mean, where would the 6th brother come from anyway? If ever, he said no. The Brandon, who was the sister. I mean, Brandon, who was who was a twin, died at birth. So that's it. So there was never a 5th, a 6th brother. Okay, Jackson 5. That one is a ridiculous one. So in Africa, y'all can look it up and see. Okay, what did you usually? Maybe you got old records and stuff. Look at it. And now this one. I know you look at it. That man, that little Mickey Mouse there, he had suspenders or not? You look into your records and see how the Matrix has changed your view, your stuff all over there. You tell me, did he have suspenders or he did not have those crisp band or I don't know. I forgot what it's called over there. But did he have that stuff over there? Yes, no. And then here's this brand. I'm not sure if it's an Afro, but I think it is. Now, has it always never had a T on it? Because right now it don't got no T, and I know it had always had a T on it. That the word. So you just look at it and look in if you have that kind of clothing, and you tell me all the way in Africa, do you have a T in your stuff? You probably won't, because it's all producing the matrix and stuff that's not natural. Okay, the stuff that the matrix cannot change is stuff that's natural. So that thing is not a natural stuff. Okay, there we go. Here's another 10. We got 12 to go. There's 10. This Jiffy. I remember even there were Jiffy bags. All of a sudden, no, that peanut butter, I think the matrix person was translating this information, forgot on the peanut butters. All the peanut butters now are called Jiff. No longer Jiffy. But now them cartoons, I think the Matrix couldn't change that cartoon over there, which still show that it was Jiffy. So, Jif versus Jiffy. But other products still remain Jif. But only the peanut butter. They forgot. It just says Jif. No. They say, no, there was never a peanut butter. I mean, if somebody said, no, I upgraded my products, it's Jif now. It's no longer Jiffy because we're trying to commercialize, economize the space and whatever. No, it's not that case. They say there was never, ever. Okay, that's the problem now. If they can say no, their marketing strategy and stuff, then we can understand. They said there was never anything called Jiffy. It's always been Jif on the peanut butter. All right, let's look at this one now. You remember the movie Hitch? This movie Hitch, this part here, this man when he was responding to this, okay, maybe let me play it a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about.
Don't go the whole 100. My nose
Okay,
open hours. Over-eager son of a...
You hear that part? Okay, let me.
Over-eager son of a... Over-eager son of a...
Remember how he responded to that action? He said, overzealous son of a B word. He actually said the B word. I can't say it in this video. But he said, you overzealous son of a B word. But now all of a sudden, no, he never said that. He said, overeager son of a yahi. Yeah. I don't know how they change it. The Matrix, they just change stuff. You think you're going crazy if you. I'm telling you, this thing, they just change things. I mean, here's the last one. I'm showing you now. The last one, that grandpa. I mean, that's one. This one is ridiculous because this grandpa's he had an American accent and he was grumpy. You're stupid, though. He was always having an American accent and was always grumpy and arrogant. And his wife over there. I don't know if this shows up in there, but it's on Cartoon Network. Yeah, it's on Cartoon Network over here. So, and that both of them voices changed, totally changed. The voices, they're British accents, and they're less grumpy. The grandpa is less grumpy. The voices, whoever was doing the voiceovers, have changed. So it's different people now who are saying this stuff. They're trying to be grumpy. Yeah, stupid dog. You can tell, oh, that's just not the same person. That's totally not. Okay, so yeah, there's your matrix all the way in Africa. Y'all can understand that this thing is all over. All right, bye.